Sir, I wonder if you'd help me with this. Would you help me with the classic pick a card trick? Would you do that for me? Excellent. All right. Here's how this is going to work. I'm just going to riffle down the edge of the deck. I simply want you to say stop for me whenever you get the urge to. So whenever it feels right, just say stop for me. There, are you sure? Okay, that's fine. Now, did I mention that I'm actually going to use 4 special cards to help me locate the card that you're about to pick? Did I mention that? I didn't. I'm sorry. I should have mentioned that before. Okay, I'll introduce you to those guys in a minute. But for the time being, we'll do the usual thing. You can see that this is an ordinary deck. I'm not cheating here. I'm not using anything untoward here. All right. Here's the card you stopped me at. I will now avert my gaze whilst you look at and commit to memory your chosen card. Please do not forget the card. Otherwise, we're going to have slight problems later on. Now, you've actually chosen this one. You could have chosen this one, or this one, or that 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 one. Any one at all. It was a free choice, okay? It's important to bear that in mind. It's now my job to try and find that selected card in an entertaining fashion. And in order to do that, I need my 4 very good friends, the 4 aces. How am I going to find the 4 aces? Well, watch. I give a little snap like so, spread the deck, and face up in the centre. There they are. My 4 good friends, the 4 aces, and these guys are actually now going to help me find the card that you just picked, sir. Okay, yeah? All 1, all 2, all 3, and all 4 of them are going to get in on the act here. And this is how this is going to work. What's actually going to happen is the card that you just picked is going to jump from the deck up into my hands and come into this packet of aces between all 4 of them. All right, so for the first time, sir, what card did you pick? The ace of clubs. Are you sure about that? It was the ace of clubs? I've seen this trick before. It was an ace you picked. That makes life a little bit harder for me, bearing in mind what I've just said. Okay, in that case, we'll have to improvise a completely different trick, I think, sir. How about this? How about if I give a little blow and a little snap? And how about if the only card that I'm holding is, in fact, the card that you selected, the ace of clubs? How would that be? It's a little bit of a sucker trick, I know, but hey, there we go. This clearly is your favourite ace, the ace of clubs. So let's see if we can do something else with him, shall we? Let's see if we can do something else with the ace of clubs. I'm going to place him into the deck, so he's the only card that is actually face up in the face down deck, or face down in a face up deck, depending on your point of view. So he is the only one that is that way orientated at present. But hell, you know, let's go to town here. Let's try something quite crazy here. Let's turn half the cards face up and half the cards face down. And now let's do one of those crazy things that magicians do. Let's see if the ace of clubs can pull off another minor miracle here. Watch very carefully as I actually shuffle. Oh, there is your favourite ace, by the way. Half the cards face down into half of the cards that are, without any doubt, face up. Now watch, this is actually happening here. Okay, watch. In they go. In they go, like so. So what can your ace of clubs now do in a magical fashion? Well, he can do one of the greatest magical tricks ever created. If I give a little snap like this, every card in the deck is now facing back the right way round, with the exception of not 1, but 4 cards that are face up in the centre. And they just happen to be the 4 aces, including, of course, your favourite ace, the ace of clubs. Now, sir, here's what I'd like you to do now. I want you to look at these 4 aces for me, and I'd like you to decide whether or not you want to keep the ace of clubs as your favourite ace. Okay, you can change your mind if you want. You can change it for a different ace. You can have the ace of diamonds, the ace of hearts, or the ace of spades, whichever one you want. Which one do you want? You're going to retain the ace of clubs. That's absolutely fine. The ace of clubs, it is. Okay, you can have the ace of clubs. Now, you may have noticed, there is your ace, by the way, you may have noticed that I placed 2 cards of mystery out of the way here a moment ago. All right. Now, these 2 cards of mystery are going to help me in this next little thing, which is going to be a detective trick. Okay, these are going to be detective cards, and the reason that I've picked the 2 blackjacks is that if they are going to be detective cards, and because there are 2 of them, then they can in fact be co-jacks. All right, that's a John Bannon line, by the way, and the 2 co-jacks are going to go into the deck like so. Now, sir, can you remember what your favourite ace was? That's right, it was the ace of clubs. I might add, it wasn't the spade, it wasn't the heart, and it wasn't the diamond. It was in fact your favourite ace, the ace of clubs. Okay, now the ace of clubs is going to go in between the 2 detective cards, all right, the co-jacks, and then what's going to happen is those cards are going to be squared into the deck like so. Okay, round and round they go. Where they stop, nobody knows. And now it's my job to help those 2 blackjacks, those 2 co-jacks, come together towards the centre of the deck here, and capture your favourite ace, the ace of clubs. Now watch very carefully, because it's going to happen round about, I would say it's going to happen round about here. Okay, have you been watching? Okay, because if we take a look now right over here, you can see that I have one of the Kojaks, I have two of the Kojaks, and in between the Kojaks I obviously have your favourite ace, the ace of clubs. So we really are rocking and rolling now with your favourite ace, the ace of clubs, and these two Kojaks. I'm actually going to get back to these cards in a moment, but for the time being I'm just going to cut them into the centre of the deck like so. We're going to get back to the blackjacks and your ace of clubs in a moment, but for the moment let's try and create a little bit more tension. So would you help me again here? I'd like you to take out any card you like, any one you want. That one there. Again, just for a bit of tension here, just have a look at it, remember it, don't forget it, otherwise the trick won't work. Okay, you got that card? Commit it to memory. Alright, I won't look. Okay, we're now going to cut your selected card into the centre of the packet like so. So it's down here towards the centre. Alright, your new selection is now going to go in with the two blackjacks and your favourite ace, the ace of clubs. I am now going to try and cut directly to your selection. Okay, this is a very, very difficult thing to do, but I am hoping that this card right here from out of the centre of the deck will be the card that you just picked. What card did you pick, sir? It was what? The seven of clubs. Well, check this out, because right here I have your favourite ace, the ace of clubs. That's not what was supposed to happen. Okay. Having said that, down within the bowels of this deck, if I actually spread through, you can actually see, look, check it out, check it out. The two blackjacks, our Kojaks, are in fact still there. Our two detectives are still there. And I am hoping that they have managed to catch between them, not the ace of clubs this time, but your second selected card, the seven of clubs. Okay, how cool is that? Alrighty, so we're getting towards the end here. I'll tell you what, let's try and just restore the status quo here. We'll get rid of the seven, we'll take the two Kojaks, and we'll actually place your ace of clubs back between the two Kojaks, so you can see right here what's happening. The ace of clubs goes back between the two Kojaks. For a bit of a finale though, let's just give a little blow. Let's push the cards through the organic tunnel of mystery, and in that action hopefully you will see between the two blackjacks we now have not one but four cards, and those cards just happen to be the ace of spades, the ace of diamonds, the ace of hearts, and your favourite ace, the one and only ace of clubs. I thank you very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen, for your kind attention.